Hey, welcome back to episode 8 of Building in Public. Almost forgot the name then. My name's Hayden. Been selling for many years with e-commerce, and I'm just building a new brand after recently exiting my last one. Now, let's do an update. So I'm going to do an update here and then just talk about a massive realization I've had. So last week's episode, I was talking about how I want to just speed things up, how I want to just get to the stage where we've built this machine. So now I'm focusing on building a machine rather than just building one brand. Obviously, we're still putting a lot of emphasis on the first brand idea, and we're literally researching right now on the second product, and I'm just trying to speed it up. But I've also realized that when it comes to building something truly great, building something that's awesome, I don't want anything mediocre. That's kind of what I want to touch upon here. How many mediocre products I see in the marketplace, and we just don't want to be one of them. And it's getting I sometimes get pressure from seeing people that are doing big things really fast, but a lot of the time it's just they're launching products that, although they can still generate some great revenue, they're not lasting products that are going to be serious big brands from, everyday brands that are around in 30 or 40 years. And that's kind of what I'm touching upon here. I put a lot of pressure on myself thinking we've got to get fast. But what I should have done, which is what I've realized now, is that I should take a piece of that inspiration, of that speed, but then apply it to our machine. And the kind of machine that I want to build of me and the people that are working on this new company and this new brand with me is a machine. And a machine that's not just launching everyday products into the marketplace that anyone can do. All of our products need a moat around them. A moat around them in terms of, the products we're doing right now, they're our own formulations. We own the IPs of the formulations. We're spending thousands on them. And that's, the new product we're working on now is going to be a very similar thing. But they're harder to do. They take longer to do. They take longer. So a lot of people online will say, oh yeah, let's just get the speed. But this isn't importing random white label stuff from China. This is real stuff that's got the potential to be around for 30 or 40 years as an everyday household product. So I need to allow myself more kindness to myself, I guess, and understand that anything great, it does take time, but that doesn't mean that we can't speed it up. That doesn't mean we can't speed it up. Although it's going to take time launching really good products, that doesn't mean we can't be working on the next product and getting that up and going as soon as possible, and that's what we're doing. But as for launching like 7 or 8 at a time, at this scale, at this stage, it's not feasible in order to withhold the quality. And that's what I want to move on to next. People are really underestimating, there's just so many crap products in the marketplace. Like even the brand that, one of the brands that I'm building now, and we're already researching our second brand to get that in the pipeline, to get that in the machine. But whilst we're building out this machine, whilst we're building our first brand, I'm just noticing how many crap products there are on the marketplace, and they're working. Some of them are working because they're old school brands, big conglomerates that have been around forever, but some are not. Some are new products, and they're just doing the absolute Billy basics with crappy listings all over Amazon, crappy listings on TikTok, hardly pushing it, and they're still having reasonably good success, 80 to 100 grand a month for some of these products. And I'm like, the barrier is very low. Like if you mix a big lump of experience, which a lot of you watching this have probably got with e-commerce, DTC, whatever it is, and actually spend time. People just don't spend the time, and I was guilty of this. I was so guilty of this. I wasn't spending enough time on figuring out how we can improve, sitting there for weeks sometimes, 1, 2, 3 weeks, researching all the competitors in detail, figuring out where our unique spin can be on the marketing, the new ingredients, the packaging, the value add to the client, all that sort of stuff. Figuring out what's actually selling it and what the converting images are on the listing and combining them with all the others in the competition. This is the sort of stuff that we're deep diving into, and I've never had that sheer focus and time to be able to do that. And since selling my last company that was consuming most of my time, I've now realized that was holding me back. That, along with working with a great team, like working with a couple of great people right now, and obviously one of them has sold brands for many millions. So yeah, that's kind of the biggest breakaway. Everyone's launching mediocre products. I feel like if you mix a lot of experience in e-commerce, D2C, whatever it is, add it into this new system, which is now TikTok Shop, which can make you go viral really, really quickly. And we're going to plug into that as quickly as possible, fill a lot of the gaps on TikTok Shop, get that virality, use them viral videos that some of the TikTok affiliates will do for us, and I believe they will do that. Run them as meta ads for a really good conversion. Drive a lot of traffic to Shopify. Start owning your customers, and then obviously a lot of overflow traffic will come to Amazon, and we'll be launching on Amazon anyway with the experience that I've got. That mix the experience with the new up-to-date platforms, etc., and tactics for growth, but then vitally make sure you're different to others with a moat around your business, making your product really, really good. We're spending time on that. The first few products are taking a lot longer because obviously they're our first ones. But I feel like we'll be able to be a lot more patient, making even more products. You know, once we've had the first 2 or 3, 4 products launched, once we've got a good amount of revenue coming, then I believe after that, you know, we'll be able to have a lot more patience. I'll be a lot kinder to myself, understanding that our specific machine we're trying to build is products that are not low barrier to entry, and that comes with taking more time. But I also believe that we can get it to a stage where we can filter new product launches, new brand launches through our machine that I'm trying to build for this company in a much faster time period, once we're reinvesting all the revenue from the business, because I don't want to put all of my cash obviously into it. I like to use as much as not my own cash as possible. And then once we build out the systems, learn from all the new mistakes we're going to make soon, and then keep redefining that, then I believe we'll be able to speed it up. So we'll be able to get to a stage where we're launching super quality, superior products from the competition that have got a moat around them in a very fast-ish time frame, but not too fast so that we rush them. Oh, that was episode 6 of Building in Public. My name's Hayden, I'll see you soon.